Okay guys, so last week I found this historical channel called Time-Lapse Studio, and what's crazy about it is that it started posting only 2 months ago, and with just 9 videos, they already have over 48,000 subscribers. But that's not even the part that got me. If we go to their most popular video, look at this. 2.1 million views in just 2 months. And if we go to their recent videos, as you can see, this one was uploaded 4 days ago, and it pulled in more than 170,000 views. Now, let me show you what's interesting. If we check their analytics, you can see this channel has an RPM of $7 per 1,000 views. That calculates to more than $2,400 a month just from ad revenue alone. And honestly, I think they're making even more than that. Just let me show you. Look at their videos. They're all 15 minutes or longer. And if you know anything about YouTube, longer videos mean more ad placements. More ad placements mean more money per video. It's that simple. But here's what makes this even more interesting. If we check their top geographies, 40% of their audience is from the United States. That's insane. US viewers have some of the highest ad rates on the entire platform. And just to prove this isn't a fluke, let's look at their real-time numbers. In the last 48 hours alone, this channel pulled in 130,000 views. If we do the math, 130 times a $7 RPM, that's $910 in just 2 days. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but maybe this is just one lucky channel. Fair question, but it's not. There are actually many channels in this exact niche doing crazy numbers. For example, look at this one right here. Only 5 videos posted, and they already have over 77,000 subscribers. And this single video pulled in more than 8 million views. So clearly, the history niche is working right now. The demand is there, the money is there, and the best part is, you don't need to be a historian or a filmmaker to do this. Because in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to create a full history documentary channel, start to finish, using nothing but AI. Now, before we jump into the steps, let me show you what you'll be able to create by the end of this video.
Forget the pyramids. Forget the golden masks and the pharaohs carved in stone. Because if you actually walked through ancient Egypt, if you stood barefoot on the banks of the Nile 4,000 years ago, what you'd see would look nothing like what you were taught in school. You'd smell it before you saw it. Mud, sweat, animal dung drying in the sun, incense burning from a doorway, fish rotting on the riverbank. This was not a land of gold. This was a land of survival. And today, we're going to walk through it, street by street, meal by meal, fear by fear, to show you what daily life actually looked like in one of the most powerful civilizations that ever existed. It's roughly 1350 BC. The New Kingdom is at its height. Egypt stretches from the cataracts of Nubia to the edges of the Mediterranean. The pharaoh is a living god. The Nile is the heartbeat of everything.
And to make this whole process even easier for you, I put together a completely free Google Doc with every prompt and template you'll need. You can grab it right now in the description below or in my free school community. Alright, so step 1, finding a viral video idea. Now just go to that free Google Doc I mentioned earlier. Inside you'll find a prompt called Ideation and Scripting. Just copy that entire prompt and paste it straight into Claude. And by the way, you don't need the paid version. The free version of Claude works perfectly fine. You can also use ChatGPT or any AI chatbot you prefer. Once you paste the prompt in, just type something simple like, "Here's the task," and hit enter. That's it. Claude will immediately start generating around 10 different historical documentary video ideas for you. And these ideas are structured based on a proven template that's designed to get views. Now, take your time here. Go through all the ideas and pick the one that excites you the most. For this tutorial, I'm going with this idea right here, what life actually looked like in ancient Egypt. And now, here's where it gets really good. Once you've picked your topic, copy it and paste it right back into Claude in the same conversation. Now, Claude will then ask you how long you want your video to be. For this tutorial, I'm going with 8 minutes. Of course, you can choose whatever duration works for you. Claude will generate a complete, ready-to-use video script for you. This is a fully structured, detailed script that you can use right away. Alright, so now we've got our script locked in. We need visuals. For this, go back to the Google Doc, and this time, find the prompt called Video Generation. Scroll all the way down until you see the line that says, "Paste the documentary script." This is where you're going to drop in your script. Now, you can copy and paste the entire thing, which is what I'd recommend. But since this is a demo, I'm just going to paste a small section so you can see how it works. Once your script is pasted in, copy the whole prompt. Make sure you don't miss any line. Then, just send it over to Claude. Now, watch what happens. Claude will go through your script line by line and create a detailed video prompt for each one. By the end, you'll have a complete visual blueprint for your entire video. Now, head over to Higgsfield AI. Click on the first result. Just sign in if you haven't already. Then, click on Video. Now, here's what makes Higgsfield different from everything else out there. select Saidox 2.0 4K. This is hands down the best AI video model available right now, and it's the first model that actually supports full 4K video generation. Now, go back to Claude and copy your first scene prompt. Paste it into the prompt box on Higgsfield. Before you hit generate, let's make sure the settings are right. Set the model to Saidox 2.0. Now for the duration, if we go back to Claude, you'll notice it didn't give us a specific duration for each scene. No problem. Just ask Claude something like, give me the duration for each scene please. And just like that, it breaks down the timing for every single scene. So for scene 1, Claude says 6 seconds. Go back to Higgsfield and set the duration to 6 seconds. For the aspect ratio, choose 16:9. That's the standard widescreen format for YouTube. And for quality, set it to 4K. Always go with the highest quality. Now hit generate, and within a few moments, Higgsfield will create your first video scene. Let's see what we got. This is perfect. So, that's the process. Go back to Claude, copy the next scene prompt, check the duration, set it in Higgsfield, and hit generate. Repeat that for every scene in your script. For this demo, I only generated 10 scenes, but you'll keep going until your entire script is covered. Now at this point, there's still one piece missing that ties everything together, and that's the voiceover. This step is way easier than you think. Head back to Claude. If you look at that first output we got earlier, you'll notice each scene actually has two things, a video prompt and a voiceover line. So technically, your voiceover script is already written. It's just scattered across all those scenes. Now you could open a Google Doc and copy-paste each voiceover line one by one, but honestly, that would take you forever. Let me show a faster way. Just tell Claude, give me a ready-to-copy voiceover text for all the following scenes. Then paste in your full script. And just like that, Claude pulls every voiceover line together into one clean, complete script. Once you're happy with the script, copy it and head over to whatever text-to-speech tool you prefer. I'm using ElevenLabs because the voices sound incredibly natural, but any AI voice generator will work. Once you're in, choose a voice that fits your documentary style. Paste your script in, hit generate, and give it a listen. If it sounds good, download the audio file. Alright, now we've got everything we need. We can move to editing. Open up your favorite video editing software and import all of your files into a new project. Start by dragging your voiceover onto the timeline. Give it a quick listen, and if there are any awkward pauses or dead silence between lines, just trim those out. Next, start dragging in your video scenes one by one. And here's the key to making this look professional. Listen to the voiceover as you place each clip and sync them up so the visuals match exactly what the narrator is saying. Take your time with this part. Once everything is lined up, you can add captions if you want. Most editing tools have built-in templates you can choose from. Captions are optional, but they do help with watch time because a lot of people watch videos on mute. And finally, find some cinematic, copyright-free music and drag it below your clips on the timeline. Lower the volume so it sits in the background, then trim the music to match the length of your video. Let's see the final video together.
Forget the pyramids. Forget the golden masks and the pharaohs carved in stone. Because if you actually walked through ancient Egypt, if you stood barefoot on the banks of the Nile 4,000 years ago, what you'd see would look nothing like what you were taught in school. You'd smell it before you saw it. Mud, sweat, animal dung drying in the sun, incense burning from a doorway, fish rotting on the riverbank. This was not a land of gold. This was a land of survival. And today, we're going to walk through it, street by street, meal by meal, fear by fear, to show you what daily life actually looked like in one of the most powerful civilizations that ever existed. It's roughly 1350 BC. The New Kingdom is at its height. Egypt stretches from the cataracts of Nubia to the edges of the Mediterranean. The pharaoh is a living god. The Nile is the heartbeat of everything. But most people living here will never see the inside of a palace. They will never touch gold. They will never have their name carved into anything. They are farmers, builders, fishermen, weavers, servants, and their lives, the lives history mostly forgot, were brutal, beautiful, and stranger than you think.
If you found this helpful and you want the exact system I personally use to scale my YouTube channels, join my school community linked in the description, and I'll see you in the next video.